I was quite surprised by the freedom I had in like choosing in which areas I want to look into, because basically the communication was like, hey, whatever you want to do it, tell us, and you can learn about this sector, this field. And this was quite nice because I could match my like interests and my knowledge, and then I could just improve in the way I wanted. It was quite nice. Hello, I'm Jakob. I'm 22 years old and I'm from Germany, exactly from Bremen, a city like in the north of Germany. I'm studying global management at the City University of Applied Science in Bremen. And yeah, I did this 5-month internship at Jasberry. Those are like my last days, and after this I'm gonna be a bachelor's graduate. So when I knew I had to do an internship because of my study program, I knew that I wanted to go into the field of like social impact. So I was doing some research and I found big corporation, and then I looked in Thailand and I found Jasberry. And so first I really liked the concept, like the vision and the mission of the company. I also was quite interested in the concept and the model of like a social enterprise, so I wanted to experience that as well. And yeah, then I had the interview and luckily it turned out to work and I had a great experience. So since my study program is global management, which means like I don't have a like specific field I go into. It's quite a broad study program. So my goal was to get like a good insight about like different fields. So I had an overall impression of Jasberry, I would say. I looked into fields like business development, social impact management, operations. I did a little bit of like social media marketing. So yeah, quite a few fields. And obviously those fields also bring like different tasks. So let me think, like I helped the operations team with their shipments. If there was like some difficulties before the shipments, I could help with that. I did help with trying to create a social impact report. I managed the LinkedIn account of Jasberry. I also did research for business development. Looking for funding opportunities for potential partners, also helping by applying. So a lot of different things, like lots of variety. So yeah, basically an overall impression. So Jasberry was my first time working full-time at a company over like a longer period of time. So this was definitely new and I learned a lot of things. If I think about like what I learned, obviously I had a lot of tasks. I just explained them. So I was learning a lot by just doing them, which was really interesting to me. Like there were a lot of new opportunities and challenges, so I had to face them and learned a lot of new things. Also, I think Jasberry gave me like responsibility in my tasks, in a sense that it was like clearly communicated that my tasks want to be used by Jasberry. It's not something that's just gonna keep me busy, but they want to use it. You want to use it, so that's why there was also responsibility and some pressure in doing them, which was great to deal with it. And yeah, I would say that's it. So I think there were a lot of memorable moments. To name a few, I would definitely, like the first thing coming to my mind is the field trip. We went to the north of Thailand and visited the farmers who grow our rice. I was able to have interviews with them, talk with them, even though there was like obviously language barrier, but you guys helped me to like somehow communicate. And also they showed me the fields, they showed me how they work, which was really interesting. So I learned a lot. This was definitely number one. Number two may sound odd to some people, but I really like meetings. I like to discuss with over ideas. I like to share ideas, and I also like to think about like the perspective of different people. So when we had a meeting, I mean, I had some meetings. It was always nice. I really enjoyed it, and I felt like I learned something. Then I think every lunch basically was really cool. Especially the lunches we had in our office in the kitchen, where like you guys cooked and also taught me some Thai dishes. It was really nice because I love the food, and it was always a great atmosphere. We were laughing a lot. That was also one of my highlights. And I want to name one more thing, which I did visiting the factories, because this gave me like a better understanding of Jasberry and like the whole picture basically, because I saw like how many people are involved. I saw all the partners. Also, I just never saw a factory like this from inside. So it was interesting because, you know, those factories are involved in like my daily life because I consume goods. And if you see and you go to a milling factory and you see how they do it, it's quite interesting. So this was also one of my highlights for sure. So before I came here, I heard from some people that in Thai companies, hierarchies play a big role. So I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit scared before coming here that I would be like at the bottom of the hierarchy, and we're kind of like already adapting to that bottom of the hierarchy and basically just doing these shitty tasks. But then I came here and I realized that Jasberry had like quite flat hierarchies, so I could actually be involved and do things. That I really like that. It's not like surprising, but it was definitely like relieving to me because I enjoyed it this way much more. And I was quite surprised by the freedom I had in like choosing in which areas I want to look into, because basically the communication was like, hey, whatever you want to do it, tell us, and you can learn about this sector, this field. And this was quite nice because I could match my like interests and my knowledge, and then I could just improve in the way I wanted. It was quite nice. I think it takes some time to realize what what this internship actually done to me, because I'm still in it right now. But obviously, I already have some like realizations that I made. So what I realized is that to me, the working environment is really important. It's important to me that I have colleagues that I like. It's important to me to have like some kind of connection to everybody and like just good atmosphere in the office. I would definitely say that the internship strengthened my interest in like the sector of like social impact, value-driven, impact-driven businesses. So this is something I want to pursue probably in my life, in my career. And also it will have an impact on my master's program probably. I haven't decided yet, but it will follow soon. Like I will continue studying, and I think Jasberry will play a role in that too. So obviously the Jasberry team is like probably the most central part about this experience, because getting to know all of you was probably the best thing. I think it would be unfair to name one person or like to call someone out and be like, this person particularly helped me, because I think everybody did. I really like, as I said before, the atmosphere in the office. You all were very warm and welcoming to me. I remember on my first day I came here, I had a bit of struggles getting to the office. So you took it with like humor and didn't make a big deal out of it. So it was really nice. I felt very comfortable since the beginning. I think every colleague is contributing somehow to the company, like obviously success-wise, but also like in a sense of like each character adds like to the team and it's like somehow involved. I really like that. And I think it's an overall great atmosphere and the office is really great. I like it. I think, first of all, it's important that you have like an interest in this kind of thing. If you're interested in like social enterprises, social impact, Jasberry is the place for you, because this is exactly what we do. I think you should also like the feeling of like working in a startup business. But I do think a lot of people like that because it brings freedom, it brings flat hierarchy, it brings like connection, and you don't feel like just like one person, like one employee in a like big system. So those are the things I think you should bring and you should consider for yourself. And then I think there's basically no better place. Because it offers you a lot. Obviously, you can, as I said, you have a lot of freedom to choose what you want to do and which area you want to improve. You will see like employees who work here also have that freedom. It's not only interns, but it's everyone. And then I think one thing I would definitely suggest is that you bring snacks, because this office loves snacks and they will appreciate it, and you will have an easy time like getting along with everybody. Now let me think of something. What did you? อะไรนะ อะไรนะครับ
And then what else? อะไรอีก
ฝรั่งน้อย I don't know if that's in English. อร่อยมาก อร่อยมาก Catfish. I don't know the Thai word. ปลากระป๋อง ฉลาด ปลากระป๋อง
Yeah.